Coca-Cola Cup action tonight then at Selhurst Park. It's the second round first leg tie between Wimbledon and Charlton Athletic. Wimbledon of the FA Carling Premiership, Charlton Athletic from the Ensley League First Division. Wimbledon bringing back Dean Holdsworth in place of Mick Harford from the lineup that lost 2-0 to Aston Villa on Saturday. And for Charlton, Peter Garland comes in for his first start of the season. Keith Jones, the Charlton captain, was carried off in the game against Oldham at the Valley at the weekend. So Peter Garland comes in for his first start of the season. Otherwise, Charlton remain unchanged from the 1-1 draw against Oldham at the weekend. The Addicts are wearing all white this evening at Selhurst Park. Wimbledon have changed to red shirts and black shorts. It's Charlton who get us underway in this Coca-Cola Cup tie at Selhurst Park, kicking from right to left, as I said, wearing all white. The Charlton change strip this evening. Wimbledon are wearing red shirts and black shorts because their normal strip of navy blue clashes with the referees' strip in the Coca-Cola Cup. Of course, it doesn't in the Premier League because the referees wear green. And it'll be Paul Heald, the Wimbledon goalkeeper, to take this free kick. Swung out towards Marcus Gayle on that left-hand side, the far side of the field. And John Humphrey will get this away for Charlton. It'll be a throw into Wimbledon. And it'll be Vinnie Jones to take it. Jones is waving his teammates forward into the box. And it's a long throw coming in from Vinnie Jones. Bowyer gets up and Salmon gathers it safely and hurls it out quickly to John Robson on this near side of the field. Robson making tracks towards the Wimbledon half. Leonhardsen is the defender, and Leonhardsen just gets the tackle in, but Robson finding Jamie Stuart. Down the line it goes. He was looking for Leaburn, but it's gone out on this near side of the field for a Wimbledon throw. Bowyer bundled off it by Vinnie Jones. And referee Mike Reed spotted that and gave the free kick. And again, it's long down the line looking for Nelson. And it's just drifted out on this near side of the field. And this will fall for Bowyer. And he looks inside, trying to find Newton. Robbie Earle got in there for Wimbledon, and now Reeves with a chance to get it away, but Newton's got in there. And now Newton with a chance possibly to set up John Humphrey. Humphrey swinging the ball in, and I think Robbie Earle was the player there that got it away up towards Ekoku. And Richard Rufus with a strong challenge to concede a throw-in. Alan Kimble will take the throw-in for Wimbledon. Kimble, of course, a former Charlton player, going back around about 10 years now to when Alan Kimble actually made his debut for Charlton. It was a very young side in those days as well, and it's a very young side nowadays. I think going back 10 or 11 years to the Kimble twins and Duncan Horton and John Vaughan when he was in goal for Charlton. And nowadays it's again a very young side. Teenagers in Richard Rufus, Lee Bowyer, Jamie Stuart. Sean Newton's only 20. So Kimble then will take the free kick for Wimbledon. Left-footed, swung in towards the box, looking for Ekoku. It might fall for Marcus Gayle. The shot was blocked. Leaburn hooks the ball away. It'll fall for Vinnie Jones on the edge of the area, and now for Kenny Cunningham. Back in towards the box. Leaburn getting the header away. This is Alan Reeves. And it'll fall now for Peter Garland, and Charlton bring the ball away with Gary Nelson now, far side of the field. Nelson, Bowyer's up in support. Nelson swings it out on this near side towards Robson. Now Robson with a chance to run at Leonhardsen. Gets the ball across. Leonhardsen with the challenge, the interception, and that'll be the first corner of the game for Charlton. Good support from the Charlton fans in the Arthur Waite stand beneath the camera gantry here at Selhurst Park as Robinson swings the ball in towards the far post. Stuart Balmer got up, but definitely I felt pushing there on Alan Reeves. Mike Reed, the referee, agrees, and that'll be a free kick for Paul Heald, the Wimbledon goalkeeper. lately of Leighton Orient, but now in the Premier League with Wimbledon. Wimbledon have had quite a good start to the season. They lie 7th in the FA Carling Premiership at this present time. One or two notable scalps have already been claimed this season by the Dons, including, of course, Liverpool, which was their last home game here at Selhurst Park some 10 days ago, and also victories over QPR and Bolton to leave them lying 7th in the Premier League. So Charlton really with a daunting task this evening. Wimbledon, of course, don't get much popular acclaim through the media, but a very difficult side to beat, and this is a very difficult place for Charlton to come in this Coca-Cola Cup second round. There won't even be the solace of a large crowd and a few bob in the bank to help Charlton along, because it's a very poor crowd here at Selhurst this evening, as the ball swings in towards Nelson and Newton with the shot. Charlton are well supported. There's quite a few Charlton fans, as I say, beneath the camera gantry here in the Arthur Waite stand, but to the right-hand side, very few Wimbledon fans, and also opposite in the main stand at Selhurst, very few supporters, although there's a few people behind the goal to our left, the one that Paul Heald is defending, the one that Paul Heald has just kicked away long from, and that'll be a free kick, I feel, for the challenge by Ekoku on Richard Rufus. Wimbledon, of course, not getting particularly large crowds, other than when they're playing the bigger clubs in the Premier League, so Charlton won't really be able to bank a large sum from this game, although a good result might see a decent crowd at the Valley for the second leg in a couple of weeks' time. Humphrey with the free kick forward. Wimbledon's offside trap working quite effectively. Peter Garland was the player caught out, and we've had 5 minutes of the contest, and it's still 0-0 here at Selhurst Park. That'll be a throw-in on the far side to Wimbledon. Again, I think it'll be Vinnie Jones to take it. So Charlton can prepare to defend. Yes, another long throw into their penalty area. Here it comes from Jones. Again, Ekoku the target. Holdsworth now, in fact, getting a chance, and it might fall for Leonhardsen. Stuart Balmer got the block in, but Mike Reed had already blown up for an infringement. There's no flag on this near side, so I can only assume that maybe Holdsworth was backing in. So Charlton will have the free kick. And this time, no offside for Wimbledon. But a foul on Robbie Earle by Peter Garland. So again, a chance for Alan Kimble to bomb the ball forward down that left-hand side. In fact, he's leaving it for Paul Heald. So Wimbledon sending players forward. I don't think the free kick was there, but however. So Heald then with the free kick, deep into Charlton territory. Gayle and Humphrey tussling, and Gayle firing the ball in towards the Charlton goal, but in fact a long way over the top of Mike Salmon's crossbar and out for a goal kick. So no danger there for Charlton. Leaburn almost got the flick on, and that will fall for Leonhardsen, but there it goes for Robson, and back from Chris Perry. But Leaburn giving chase now, and now there's a chance possibly if Robson can get there, or maybe Nelson can get there, but Wimbledon just got the ball away. Leaburn challenging on Paul Heald and causing the goalkeeper to make a mistake, and Charlton almost capitalised, and that would have been a terrific start for Charlton, but as it is, it will be another throw-in for Wimbledon. Vinnie Jones again with the long throw. Stuart Balmer this time winning the header, but conceding the corner. So Wimbledon counter-attacking there to great effect. Charlton having the chance but it is now a corner to Wimbledon, their first corner of the game. And Alan Kimble has come all the way across from left back, so I think we can assume quite safely that he's going to swing this in towards the far post for Wimbledon's big men to get forward. It comes in fact to the near post, and Mike Salmon gathers that comfortably. Marcus there was the player was aimed for, but Mike Salmon gathered it comfortably at the near post. So no danger there for Charlton. 9 minutes gone. Still no score here at Selhurst Park. Peter Garland giving chase now with Cunningham. And Cunningham did very well there to hold off Peter Garland, but Paul Heald rather slicing the kick. So that'll be a throw-in to Charlton. So maybe a chance for the Addicts to give Wimbledon a taste of their own medicine here with a long throw, but it'll be Jamie Stuart to take it on this near side. And Mike Reed decides that that's a foul throw. So it'll be Kenny Cunningham then for Wimbledon with the throw-in. And Leonhardsen leaves this again for Vinnie Jones, and again the Charlton fans giving Vinnie Jones some stick. I'm sure that won't faze him in the slightest. And Jones will get the chance to throw the ball in again into the danger area here for Wimbledon. Deep into the Charlton penalty area. The chance for Holdsworth at the back post, and it's there. And Wimbledon's long throw tactic yields dividends in the 10th minute here at Selhurst Park. Dean Holdsworth with the goal, recalled to the team after being sub on Saturday at Villa Park. The flick on from Ekoku causing Charlton problems. Dean Holdsworth at the back post with the finish. It was an easy finish for Dean Holdsworth, a player rated in the 4 million brackets, and that's why he was there where it counted. He tucked the ball away. It's 1-0 to Wimbledon in the Coca-Cola Cup, and Charlton, who have started quite brightly, are a goal behind in just the 10th minute here at Selhurst Park. And if Wimbledon were going to score, it seemed it was going to come from a set play, either a corner or a free kick or a throw-in, and it was a throw-in from Vinnie Jones that eventually caused the problems. And I'm sure Wimbledon will get the ball to Vinnie Jones whenever they can, within some 30 or 40 yards of the Charlton goal on the touchline, as indeed they do now. He's only about 10 or 15 yards inside the Charlton half, but with that throw, Charlton could be in trouble again here. And again, it's right into the penalty area, and Mike Salmon had to come off his line to claim it, but Jones clearly is going to cause Charlton some problems with his throw-ins this evening. Now it's with John Robinson on the near side of the field. Back to Jamie Stuart, but Stuart was dispossessed by Kenny Cunningham. Fortunately for Charlton, it ran out for a throw-in. Leaburn giving chase, but it will run out for a throw-in, which Perry looks to take quickly. Now Newton, good control on the chest from Sean Newton. He's got Nelson out wide, but he might be looking to have a go himself. I thought he was going to have a go there, Newton. He instead swung it out to Nelson, and that's a poor ball in from Gary Nelson. It did look as if Sean Newton was shaping to shoot. And we know he can strike a ball, Sean Newton, as his goal against Huddersfield earlier this season has proven. In fact, when he first came into this Charlton side a couple of years ago, Sean Newton scored a couple of spectacular goals from that sort of range. Heald then with the goal kick. Rufus battling away with Holdsworth, and Rufus getting in front of Holdsworth, but it will fall to Kimble. Swept forward again, Rufus again winning the header. Newton flicking it on, but only as far as Kimble. It's very scrappy so far. Garland trying to find Newton. The Charlton fans are still in good voice, despite the fact that their team is a goal behind. And here's the man that created that goal, Vinnie Jones, with a chance to again hurl the ball deep into the Charlton danger area. It's reached Holdsworth, and there's a chance for Leonhardsen. Can he get the drive in? Good tackle, good block by Stuart Balmer. Hooked back in, and now's a chance for Marcus Gayle. Across the face of the goal it comes. Balmer battling with Ekoku, and Robson with a chance to clear, but only as far as Cunningham. Earle gets up, and this will fall for Leaburn. Charlton under a little bit of pressure now, the chance to get the ball away. Stuart finding Robson with a neat pass, and there goes Nelson now into the inside left channel. Nelson turning, looking for support. He'll get it with Stuart. This is Robson. Now a chance possibly to get the ball in towards the far post. Leaburn will give chase with Reeves, and Reeves just gets the tackle in, but it will be a throw in to Charlton, so possibly a chance for Charlton to give Wimbledon a taste of their own medicine. With a long throw into the box, it'll be Humphrey with it. Carl Leaburn is the man that usually produces a long throw, so short to Newton. Now it'll fall for Peter Garland. Now can Leaburn conjure up something now? Try to find Bowyer. And a great save there by Paul Heath. It was Robson with the shot. And Heath got down ever so well on his right-hand side there to make a good save. And Charlton now have a corner. That's Charlton's best opportunity of the game so far. And it's produced a corner which John Robson is in no hurry to take. Swung in towards Leaburn. Cunningham with the header, but not an effective one. And I thought Leaburn could have possibly found Rufus there, but Heath was off his line quickly to claim. And a not particularly good throw out from Paul Heath. It's given the ball back to Charlton. Newton finding Stuart Balmer here on this near side. Balmer looking for Leaburn, and he tried to flick the ball on towards Peter Garland. Stuart with a challenge, and that will be a Wimbledon throw. Charlton, of course, reaching this stage of the Coca-Cola Cup by virtue of an aggregate victory over Barnet in the first round, 0-0 at Underhill, 2-0 at the Valley, both goals coming from Lee Bowyer. Wimbledon, of course, did not have to compete in the first round by virtue of there being an FA Premier League club. All the Premier League clubs come into the Coca-Cola Cup at the second round stage, along with the top 14 clubs from last season's Ensley First Division. That's surely a foul on Leaburn by Reeves, the former Rochdale player, holding Leaburn down there. So Robson now with the free kick for Charlton. Plenty of men forward, and indeed plenty of red shirts back. Swept in towards Bowyer, and well held by Paul Heath. But Bowyer already proving himself to enjoy the Coca-Cola Cup after those 2 goals in the first round against Barnet, and nearly adding to that total with the header, but Heath gathered it safely. Humphrey clearing downfield. Nelson getting up. It'll fall now for Ekoku. Garland getting back at him, but Ekoku going all the way through the Charlton defence, and the shot coming in, and a great block by Jamie Stuart. And Ekoku's power and strength took him through the Charlton back four there, but Stuart did well. Charlton still under a little bit of pressure, and they've conceded a free kick now. John Robson, the player who will be booked, and I think possibly for the protest rather than for the foul. Mike Reed indicating, I think, to Robson to keep quiet. But John Robson goes into the book after 18 minutes of this game. Charlton having to battle here at Selhurst Park. A goal down, and Robson books, and now again a chance for Alan Kimble to swing the ball in with that left foot towards Mike Salmon's right-hand post, and there it comes, a flick on from Gayle, and Ekoku, rather, in fact it was Earle who tried to get the header on goal, and Salmon remonstrating with his defenders, and I think John Robson coming in for a bit of stick there from one or two of the Charlton defenders. But Charlton are under a little pressure whenever Wimbledon get a set play. As you would expect, Wimbledon very effective from set pieces. Salmon then with the goal kick. It's a long one. Aiming for Leaburn. Chest control from Leaburn, trying to find Bowyer. Bowyer battling with Jones. It'll fall now for Marcus Gayle. And the ball goes downfield towards Ekoku, who turned very well there, finding Dean Holdsworth, the goal scorer. Holdsworth stumbling, Rufus getting a foot in, but it will fall again for Gayle. Good turn again from Gayle. Come away from two, now three players. Marcus Gayle looks like a handful. Former Brentford player. Cunningham chipping it forward. Holdsworth could get a turn in there. Balmer hooks it away. Charlton now the chance to clear the ball with Bowyer. Sending Nelson on the chase. Reeves will get there first. In fact, Paul Heald come a long way out of his goal there to clear the ball downfield. And Charlton having to work hard at the moment, particularly in defence, as Wimbledon put them under a great deal of pressure. Leaburn again the target. Good chest control, finding Sean Newton. Newton taking on Kimble. Kimble just got a heel into the ball there. Gayle conceding the throw. Far side of the field, in front of the main stand here at Selhurst. A ground, of course, that Charlton fans know only too well. Humphrey in towards Gary Nelson, trying to turn. It'll fall for Newton, now for Robson. Peter Garland trying to find Leaburn. And Leonhardsen got a challenge in, but Jamie Stuart sweeps it in towards the far post. Nelson giving chase. Nelson will keep this in. He needs some support from Humphrey. And then the ball in towards the area, in towards Leaburn. Can he find Bowyer? Oh, over the bar from Bowyer. And that was Charlton's best chance. The ball came in from Humphrey. I think the Wimbledon players stopped a little and looking for the offside flag, which didn't go up. Leaburn headed it on to Bowyer, and Lee Bowyer came very close to adding to his 5 goals already this season, but the ball volleyed over the bar. That was Charlton's best chance. It came on 20 minutes, and Bowyer looking a little crestfallen that he didn't take that opportunity. But Charlton have had a couple of chances since Wimbledon scored, so it isn't all despair for the Addicts, although they trail by a 1-0 here at Selhurst Park. And a corner there conceded by Richard Rufus, Wimbledon's second corner of the game. Kimble again with a corner. This time it's swung out. Balmer with a good, solid header away. Kimble, the first man to the ball, right-footed this time, again into the danger area. Mike Salmon with a good catch. There were a lot of players he had to get through there, but Salmon claimed it very positively. As we come up to the midway point in this first half. A long kick downfield from Mike Salmon, headed away by Chris Perry. This is Newton. Nelson. Humphrey for Charlton, the skipper this evening. Humphrey cutting inside, spreading the ball through to Nelson. Nelson with a chance to shoot, and he dragged it wide, but Charlton again finding space in the last third of the field. Humphrey using his experience there, probed away, didn't give the ball away too quickly, found Nelson in a bit of space, but Gary Nelson snatched at the shot rather and dragged it wide. But Charlton have created 1 or 2 opportunities, certainly the chance for Bowyer being the best of them, but the Addicts are by no means out of this game. Gayle winning the header, Holdsworth to the flick on, and now Earle and Ekoku with a chance, but didn't really get behind it. Salmon, I think, was impeded there, yes indeed, and a yellow card is shown to Ekoku. Salmon was definitely impeded as he tried to clear the ball. So a free kick then to Charlton. Mike Salmon driving this long downfield, and the Wimbledon offside strap That has been sprung. Can Garland finish? He can! Charlton have equalised. Peter Garland, on his first start of the season, has levelled it up here at Selhurst Park with a fine goal. Wimbledon's offside trap was sprung completely by Peter Garland. I think it was Chris Perry that played him on, and he made no mistake there with the finish for Charlton. Peter Garland coming into the side this evening in place of Keith Jones, and he squared it up here at Selhurst Park after just 24 minutes. It's Wimbledon 1, Charlton Athletic 1, and the Charlton fans are in good voice now in the Arthur Waite stand beneath me. There's a foul on Carl Leaburn, and now Charlton possibly in the ascendancy. That was a really fine finish there by Peter Garland, racing clear of the Wimbledon defence, and the assortment of Wimbledon officials standing behind the dugout, because obviously Joe Kinnear is banned from the touchline itself. Obviously will not have been too pleased with that lapse by the Wimbledon back four. Their offside trap has been very efficient on a couple of occasions already this evening, but not on that occasion, as Garland levelled it up. Humphrey sweeping the ball out to this near side of the field for Robson to cut back inside. Leaburn, Robson going again with a ball for Leaburn. Now it's with Gary Nelson coming away from Leonhardsen and finding Garland with another drive. Oh, a fine save by Paul Hill. I mean, that was really heading for the top corner. Peter Garland has clearly got his shooting boots on, because he very nearly made it 2-1 to Charlton. He was some 25 or maybe 30 yards away from goal as Nelson teed him up, and there looked to be no danger on. But when Garland unleashed the drive, it was an absolute top draw save from Paul Hill to prevent the ball from going into the top corner of the net. Charlton now putting their hosts under quite a bit of pressure as John Robinson takes the third corner of the evening for Charlton. They'll come out possibly to Bowyer, and he tried to get it back to Robinson on the far side. But this game has really sparked into life in the last couple of minutes, thanks to Peter Garland and his trusty right foot. He scored some spectacular goals for Charlton in the last 2 or 3 years. I recall a game against Bolton at the Valley a couple of years ago when he scored what eventually ended up to be the goal of the season from about 25 or 30 yards, and he very nearly added to that again. But here's Marcus Gayle, a very powerful run from Gayle. He tried to get the drive in, Balmer with the block, and it's a corner then to Wimbledon. Quite an eventful first 27 minutes at Selhurst Park. Chances at both ends, both keepers having to make a couple of saves. Paul Hill, I rather think, has been the busier of the two keepers. We're making that save early on, and also that save from Garland. But Nick Salmon's been called into action in the air, as indeed he is again. And his handling has been very good so far this evening, as he's come under quite a bombardment. And another good long kick downfield from Salmon. Is Leaburn in here? It was Robbie Earle who got back, or rather Ekoku in fact, who got back. Leaburn trying to charge down the kick, but Salmon's causing some problems with his goal kicks and free kicks. Reeves in a bit of trouble there. Now Nelson for Charlton, finding Leaburn, no, Cunningham rather, getting in the way, and Leaburn gives away the foul. In fact, it was Leonhardsen, the player, brought down, and Cunningham will leave the free kick, and I think it'll be for Paul Hill once again to come out of his goal area and take the goal kick. So this tie quite finely balanced at 1 goal each. Dean Holdsworth for Wimbledon after 10 minutes, and Peter Garland for Charlton after 24. Oh, and I thought Earle might have slipped away there, but Balmer gets the ball clear. Long downfield, Alan Kimble will get there first and sweep it back upfield towards Holdsworth, but Rufus got in a good header again. But this will be a chance again for Vinnie Jones to unleash one of his long throws, one of his trademark long throws into the Charlton penalty area. It is a huge throw from Jones. Ekoku couldn't quite get the touch. And it'll fall now for Sean Newton. Up towards Leaburn. Leonhardsen anticipating the pass. Jones getting it forward. Ekoku giving chase. He held off Jamie Stuart there. He's going to try and get the ball over. It'll come to Leonhardsen. And now Cunningham deep towards the far post. Rufus got in front of Holdsworth, but this is Marcus Gayle. Neat touch. Kimble, left foot, across. Leaburn, rather Newton with the header away. Robson trying to get something on the ball. It'll come to Vinnie Jones. And that's a poor ball from Vinnie Jones. And John Humphrey, the Charlton skipper, can bring the ball away. Nelson takes over. Gives it back to Humphrey. And now Lee Bowyer. With plenty of time to pick out Sean Newton. Newton dispossessed rather by Robbie Earle and gives away the free kick. But Charlton showing some composure in possession there, with Humphrey and Nelson and Bowyer all combining well. They certainly don't look overawed by their Premier League opponents, and certainly they don't look to be in a different class to their Premier League opponents. It's a very even game here at Selhurst Park. 1 goal apiece. We've had a third of the contest. This is Marcus Gayle. Kimble. Handball, I thought, for Leonhardsen, but the referee's wave play on, and Stuart Balmer had to make the block. Robson thought that Leonhardsen possibly got a bit of a shove to make him handle the ball, or make his hand strike the ball. So Kimble will take Wimbledon's 4th corner of the contest, and Salmon again comes a long way out of his goal to claim. He's just there almost on the edge of the penalty area. He had to come a long way, and good handling again by Mick Salmon in goal for Charlton. It was like a foul, I think, by John Humphrey on Marcus Gayle. And Gayle, probably the pick of the Wimbledon players so far. He's looked very lively with 1 or 2 of those surging runs. So Kimble then will take the free kick in front of the sparsely populated main stand here at Selhurst Park. Gayle with a header in. Bowyer hooked it over his shoulder, but he hasn't given it any real distance. Jones with the ball back into the box. Jamie Stuart was the player who got the ball away. Charlton still can't quite clear it. Now it might fall for Leonhardsen. Robson hooking the ball away again, but still Charlton can't get any length on the ball. Jones getting the ball back in. I thought it was a push, and 1 or 2 Wimbledon players, I think, claiming a back pass, although it could hardly have been considered a deliberate pass to the goalkeeper. But I rather thought that Jones certainly shoved Peter Garland, I think, in the back when he went to make the header. But the referee, Mike Reeves of Birmingham, happy to play on. Vinnie Jones getting a bit more stick from the Charlton fans underneath the corner gantry in the Arthur Waite stand. But he'll get the opportunity again to hurl another long throw into the Charlton penalty area from this near side of the field. Stuart Balmer got up well. And Jones, I think, would rather overhit that, to the delight of the Charlton fans. I suppose, in actual fact, it's easy to have a pop at Wimbledon for their poor crowds, because they've done so well to maintain their status in the Premier League on the gates that they get. But certainly, if it wasn't for the Charlton fans here this evening, then this game would lack any atmosphere at all. The only noise at the moment is coming from beneath the TV gantry in the Charlton fans section, and they're making themselves heard in quite considerable numbers. I thought Bowyer there got a shove in the face from Leonhardsen, but it's now in towards Ekoku, and the volley was over the bar from Ekoku, and I think Bowyer might need some treatment. Yes, indeed, Mike Reed is going to have a look and see if Bowyer is actually hurt. I think possibly to refer to that as a deliberate elbow in the face might be a little bit harsh, but Bow certainly looked like he caught a whack from Leonhardsen's trailing arm. Long goal kick downfield then from Mike Salmon, and that will be a free kick to Charlton this time. John Humphrey, the Charlton captain in Keith Jones' absence, will take the free kick. Headed away by Vinnie Jones, as far as Gayle. And a good ball from Marcus Gayle. Now he's set Ekoku away. Jamie Stewart's the defender, and Jamie Stewart does exceptionally well there. Ekoku is no slouch. Nelson, I think, flagged offside, which looked like a strange decision, but Jamie Stewart, the young full-back there for Charlton, did a great covering job on Ekoku, the former Norwich City striker. £1 million worth was the transfer fee when he joined Wimbledon, but Jamie Stewart did ever so well there to stand up and make a good clean challenge to stop Ekoku getting away. Another one of the Charlton youngsters who's come on a bundle since he came into the side in February. Here's Jones, and now Kimble. And that's easy for Mike Salmon. Leaburn giving chase, and Kenny Cunningham did very well indeed there. We were talking earlier about how well Jamie Stewart did a moment ago, and I think Kenny Cunningham deserving of equal praise there, because Carl Leaburn is a handful when he's through on goal. Poor kick out by Mick Salmon there, but Cunningham did ever so well to get the ball back to his goalkeeper. Wimbledon have yet another throw, and once again it will be Vinnie Jones who goes across to take the throw on the far side of the field in front of the main stand at Selhurst. Again, it's bombed right into the danger area. Rufus this time with the header away. Nelson getting a touch to it as well, finding Carl Leaburn. Leaburn, I thought, was fouled by Cunningham. Mike Reed agrees. Humphrey with a fine pass out to this near side. John Robson in possession. Leonhardsen is the defender. It comes inside towards Jamie Stewart. And now for Garland, is he lining up another drive? I thought he was trying to get it onto his right foot there. He's flicked it through towards Nelson, and Chris Perry gets the ball away. But whenever the ball comes out to Peter Garland within 25 or 30 yards of goal, you fancy him to have a strike. So much, or so confident he'll be after that goal this evening. Stewart dispossessed. Robinson swings the ball out to the far post towards Sean Newton. Newton doing well. Kimble showing just a little extra strength to hold Newton off. Rufus and Holdsworth battling for the ball, and now Holdsworth I thought was going to get away, but the flag's up on this near side of the field. Ekoku, I'm sure, was the player flagged offside. And Charlton will have the free kick. Rufus knocking the ball forward. This time John Robson is the player offside, and he was about a yard or two beyond the last defender there. Charlton have got all three substitutes warming up behind the linesman. Mark Robson, Phil Chapple and Kim Grant are Charlton's substitutes this evening. So it's a long free kick downfield. Holdsworth getting a touch on, Humphrey getting it away. Nelson finding Bowyer. And Bowyer was dispossessed by Leonhardsen. I think he was looking for a call from a teammate, but he certainly dallied a little in possession there. Cunningham finding Holdsworth. Cunningham forward. Richard Rufus showing real strength there to hold of Robbie Earle. And Robbie Earle is a very difficult customer indeed, the former Port Vale midfield player. I think he's been in a couple of England squads, Robbie Earle, but Richard Rufus is no respecter of reputations, and he just held Robbie Earle off to allow the ball to run safely through to Mike Salmon, who's had a very good first half, Mike Salmon, in the Charlton goal, as indeed have all the Charlton players. It's difficult sometimes to remember, but this Wimbledon team are 7th in the FA Carling Premier League, and they of course beat Liverpool on this ground not 10 days ago. 1-0 was the score. Phil Babone goal was the goal that separated the two sides, but any team that can beat Liverpool is a reasonable side, certainly. Stuart taking his time, and it will be a throw-in. Wimbledon's other successes in the league this year: a 3-2 win over Bolton and a 3-0 win away at Queen's Park Rangers, as well as a 2-2 draw against Sheffield Wednesday. So they deserve to be where they are in the Premier League, certainly. And Charlton are playing exceptionally well against this team. Nelson slipping it through to Bowyer. Now Bowyer cutting in from the right-hand side. Tries to drive. Oh, it's there! Lee Bowyer scores for Charlton. It crept in at the near post, and Lee Bowyer gives Charlton the lead with just 4 minutes of the first half remaining. Gary Nelson slipped the ball through to Bowyer, and there didn't look to be an awful lot on. In fact, he had a couple of players up in support on his right-hand side, but Bowyer chose to go it alone, and he found the back of Paul Hill's net, and Charlton lead here at Selhurst Park with 41 minutes gone. It's Wimbledon 1, Charlton Athletic 2 in this Coca-Cola Cup second round first leg, and the underdogs from the Ensley League First Division are in front against the Premier League team, and a moment ago were singing their praises, Wimbledon, for beating Liverpool and QPR amongst others, but they're a goal down now to Charlton. They're 2-1 behind as Vinnie Jones goes to take this long throw into the area. Mick Salmon getting a punch on the ball as it comes out to Cunningham, and Newton challenging with Jones, and this will give Humphrey the chance to bring the ball away. And John Humphrey, oh, he hits the ref there, but Jamie Stuart heading the ball on for Robinson, and now Stuart with a chance to get the ball downfield, but he did well there to find Stuart Balmer. And Charlton now playing with real confidence, and that one's coming up towards us in the camera gantry. But Charlton taking the lead with just 4 minutes to go before half time, and it's the goal that Charlton just about deserved. They've looked just about the better side in this first half. Paul Hill has been by far the busier of the two goalkeepers. Bowyer had a chance earlier which he blazed over the bar. Peter Garland forced a fabulous save from Hill when the score was 1-1, and now Bowyer has given Charlton the lead with his 6th goal of the season, and in fact his 3rd in the Coca-Cola Cup, so he obviously enjoys playing this competition. So Charlton will be looking just to hang on, I think, until half-time to go in at Selhurst Park with that single goal advantage, an advantage that the Addicts certainly deserve, as Paul Hill kicks the ball long downfield. Rufus with a good strong challenge, and Bowyer trying to find Gary Nelson. It's a great ball for Nelson. Nelson needing support. He's got support from Garland. It's in towards Leaburn, and it might fall for Bowyer, and it might have actually fallen for Newton as well. It'll come out in fact to Marcus Gayle, but John Humphrey closing the space down very quickly. But Gayle does well to get it forward. Stuart Balmer gets it back. Kimble with a free header. Humphrey keeping it in. This is Newton. And now Gary Nelson's got to give chase. And Nelson with a good ball with the near post. Leaburn! Oh, so close to the third. Leaburn got in front of Alan Reeves and got a touch on the ball, and it could only have been a few inches away to a third goal. And there I was saying that Charlton were looking to hang on to this lead, and they very nearly extended it there. Nelson with a fabulous cross from the right, and Leaburn got up superbly at the front post, and his header was just inches away from making it 3-1. And the chances are coming thick and fast here at Selhurst Park now, as we move into stoppage time at the end of the first half of this Coca-Cola Cup second round first leg tie. That's gone out. It'll be a throw, and I'm sure Vinnie Jones will use this opportunity to hurl the ball deep into the Charlton area once again. But as we're in stoppage time now at the end of the first half, Charlton will be anxious to defend this 2-1 lead. And it's a good flick on, and Salmon comes to punch, and Salmon does well. Under pressure again from Holdsworth. And there indeed is the half-time whistle. It's been a magnificent first half from Charlton Athletic. Wimbledon taking the lead through being Holdsworth on 10 minutes. But Peter Garland equalising with his first goal of the season on his first start of the season on 24. And with 4 minutes to go before half-time, Bowyer giving Charlton the half-time lead. So it's half-time in this Coca-Cola Cup second round first leg tie. Wimbledon 1, Charlton Athletic 2. So the second half about to get underway here at Selhurst Park. Mike Reid gets us underway. Wimbledon now attacking the goal to our left. The new Holmesdale stand here at Selhurst. Charlton in the very smart all-white strip, attacking the goal to our right, the Sainsbury's end. The new Holmesdale stand was, of course, christened by none other than Bowyer in a game a couple of weeks ago, where Charlton and Crystal Palace drew one apiece. And, of course, Bowyer is the man whose goal separates the sides at the moment in this Coca-Cola Cup tie. And Bowyer, the man on the ball. And now Rufus battling with Ekoku. It'll fall for Leonhardsen. And now for Vinnie Jones as Wimbledon try to get back into this match. And good running by Cunningham, but good battling by Robson. But it'll still come out to Leonhardsen, and the ball comes into the box. And a header coming in from Robbie Earle. And Wimbledon has started brightly in this second half. They've obviously had a bit of a ticking off, I would imagine, in the dressing room from Joe Kinnear, a man noted for not mincing words. You can imagine his reaction to being a goal behind to a team from a lower division. But Charlton completely and utterly deserve their half-time advantage. 2-1 the score in this Coca-Cola Cup second round first leg tie. The second leg at the Valley in 2 weeks' time. In between that, Wimbledon face Leeds here and Spurs away, and Charlton have to go to Ipswich at the weekend, and the following weekend they play Barnsley. Nick Salmon now showing a little bit of dribbling skills in the box there and getting away with it. And the hearts and the mouths of the Charlton fans here as Mickey Salmon dribbled away from two players there before finding John Humphrey, and Leaburn touching with Reeves. It's all happening all over the pitch now as the ball is hacked clear and Rufus wins the header. It'll find Newton. And now Nelson holding the ball up, finding Peter Garland. And Garland looking to shape to get the crossing, but in fact it'll come back to John Humphrey. And Garland gets the ball in towards Robson, and it might bounce for Newton. And Chris Perry makes a good challenge. And it'll be a throw-in for Charlton, near side of the field, right next to the corner flag. Humphrey to take it. And now Garland back to John Humphrey. And Stuart Balmer trying to find a Charlton player. He's found Robson. Back in from Bowyer. Reeves will get there first. He'll try and let it run out, but he can't let it run out. And Leaburn is closing him down, so it will be a throw-in to Charlton. on the far side of the field. Jones wins the header, and Ekoku hooks it clear, but again a throw into Charlton. And this time it'll be Leaburn to take the throw, so maybe Wimbledon could suffer a taste of their own medicine. In fact, it's long into the box, and it'll be a corner to Charlton off Reeves. John Robinson is the man who's going across to take it. Charlton's fourth corner of the game. In fact, the corner count is equal, 4 corners apiece. Shows you what a tight game it's been here at Selhurst Park. Robinson with the corner, swung into the far post. Rufus getting in there. And Rufus, I think, the judge to have fouled Vinnie Jones. So a free kick then to Wimbledon, which Paul Heald will take. And the foul was on the actual goal line, so where he's going, I'm not quite sure. Ekoku finding Kimble, and Kimble upended by Newton, and I think that's going to be a yellow card for Sean Newton. Mike Reed has got his book out. Sean Newton is the 3rd player whose name goes into it. He joins John Robinson and Ekoku. And Kimble will take the free kick. Again, he's pitched about 10 or 15 yards. The ball swung in. Leaburn winning the header. Robinson flicking it on. And now Leaburn with a chance to break for Charlton. Robbie Earle giving chase. But Leaburn's made good ground. And Leaburn cutting inside Earle and clipping Cunningham's heels. And the Charlton fans fancied handball. But Mike Reed felt that Leaburn had intentionally clipped Kenny Cunningham's heels. Heald will take the free kick. Stuart Balmer wins the header. Bowyer rather sliced the clearance. Stuart with the throw. Robinson's pass was intercepted by Marcus Gayle. Humphrey will go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Mike Salmon, who impressed us with his dribbling skills a moment or two earlier. Kimble showing a nice first touch, and a good knock down the line towards Dean Holdsworth. Rufus gets across. And with the exception of the goal, I think Holdsworth has found Rufus a very difficult customer to deal with indeed. Vinnie Jones with another long throw then into the box. Charlton will know what to expect by now, I feel. Leonhardsen trying to get the ball in there. Kimble, good challenge coming in from Peter Garland as Robson takes the ball away. Perry made the interception. It's back with Kenny Cunningham. Again in towards the danger area, and Vinnie Jones, you see, is quite happy to let the ball run out for a throw. He'd rather barge Newton in the chest there. But another throw means more problems for Charlton. Humphrey this time with the clearance. Newton getting it clear. Garland getting it forward. Back from Perry. Rufus trying to get in front of Ekoku. And with a run all the way through to Mark Salmon. So Charlton successfully defending at the present time that single advantage, that single goal advantage given them by Lee Bowyer in the 41st minute of this game. That will be a throw in for Charlton. good chest control. Robson clipping the ball in towards Newton, but good covering from Kimble. And how Charlton would dearly love to take an advantage in this tie back to the Valley for the second leg. I would love to claim a Premier League scalp in this competition. Garland with the cross. Oh, it just eluded Robson, and it just eluded Sean Newton as well. Newton will just keep it in. And Charlton again showing good pace down the flanks. And Rufus battling well, and Bowyer battling well, and Newton winning the throw. And Charlton's youngsters there really showing great commitment. Real battling qualities. And that's the sort of spirit that will see Charlton through against one of the Premier League's perennial tough guys. And Rufus got caught late there. The tackles are starting to fly in a little bit now. Leaburn getting up. Nelson with a shot. It might fall for Leaburn. Oh, it's gone through to the goalkeeper. And now Balmer's got to give chase. Leonhardsen's trying to get in behind him. Leonhardsen's got possession. This is Jones. Cunningham on the overlap. Jamie Stuart not going to make it there, I don't think. And that's going to be another free kick. Stuart dived in a little bit. Cunningham invited the challenge and has won the free kick. So a dangerous position for Charlton to defend. Alan Kimble again will take the free kick just outside the penalty area. So you can imagine he will again swing this in with his left foot. Wimbledon have got all their big men forward. Kimble with the cross. And Ekoku got up, and Earle got up, and Holdsworth got up, but it's a goal kick. And Charlton can breathe a sigh of relief because Wimbledon had a lot of players forward there. The box was packed with the red shirts. Mike Reed is gesturing to Mick Salmon to get on with it. Leaburn fouled by Alan Reeves. Referee well positioned. Mike Reed, generally a Premier League referee. Humphrey with a free kick. Reeves won the header this time. Kimble completes the clearance. Gayle gets a flick on. Here's Ekoku. And Garland battling away with Ekoku, and Garland's getting the footing, but Ekoku retains possession, and Garland still having another stab. And Holdsworth finding Robbie Earle. Jones sends it forward. Rufus with the header. Jamie Stuart swipes at it, misses it completely, and this time gets it clear, but Jones again gets it back. And now Cunningham in a good position, and Cunningham into the area, and Balmer having to make the tackle to concede the corner. Charlton coming under a little bit of pressure there as Wimbledon seek to retrieve this deficit. 2-1 the score in Charlton's favour. So Alan Kimble will take Wimbledon's 5th corner of the night. And Humphrey with the header away. Cunningham. Kimble slices the cross. He might get another chance now. No, he won't. Humphrey gets it forward. Robson in possession for Charlton. John Robson, far side of the field. Chris Perry is the defender. Robson finds Nelson. Went towards Leaburn, but Reeves with a good header away. Rufus gets in front of Holdsworth yet again. Stuart Balmer giving chase. And Stuart Balmer clears it into the Arthur Waite stand beneath us here, where the Charlton fans are grouped. This evening's attendance is just over 3,700, and I'd wager that a good third of those have made the trip from the Valley. That looked like a foul throw from Vinnie Jones, but Kimble gets the ball in. Stuart Balmer, good strength, composure, and a good pass out of defence that finds Carl Leaburn. Leaburn taking on Chris Perry. He's got players in support. Oh, he tried to lay it off to Bowyer, but Leonhardsen stepped in, and Rufus showing very neat touch and good control there. And he's got Robson in, but Robinson's offside. A flag's up on this near side of the field. John Robinson is offside, but Richard Rufus there demonstrated his growing maturity with that neat little bit of control. He's not been in the first team for a year until this coming November, but already he looks like an excellent footballer, Richard Rufus. Heath sends it long into the night sky, looking for the flick on. Well, it might fall for Leonhardsen, he's in! Oh, it's cleared and it's off the line, and Salmon makes a save, and it's wide from Ekoku. Leonhardsen was in with a chance, Salmon made a good block, and Ekoku sliced wildly at the ball, and it very nearly went out for a throw. So far wide was his effort, but that was a chance. Wimbledon definitely having an opportunity there to bring it back to 2 apiece, and it was wasted by Ekoku. Just 1 goal to his credit so far this season, Ekoku, and he had a great opportunity to make it 2 there, but it was wasted. Bowyer now looking for Nelson, always the willing runner, Gary Nelson into the channels there. Robson taking on Cunningham, getting past him, trying to find Stuart. Charlton have the throw. We've had an hour of the contest here at Selhurst Park in the Coca-Cola Cup. It's Wimbledon 1, Charlton Athletic 2. Bowyer and Garland the scorers for the Addicts. Dean Holdsworth on target for the Dons. And the ball crept across the base of the goal there. Newton tried to keep it in but couldn't. Robinson sent a good ball over. He was just looking for someone to get on the end of it. It's looking good for Charlton. The Addicts had to come from behind against Oldham at the Valley last Saturday. Carl Leaburn getting the equaliser. And indeed Charlton have come behind once or twice already this season. As Wimbledon make a substitution, indeed a double substitution. Ekoku is going off. Leonhardsen is going off. Andy Clarke and John Goodman are the players coming on. So they have got just under half an hour to make their presence felt. Goodman, who joined Wimbledon along with Cunningham from Millwall last season. Andy Clarke, former Barnet player. Looked like a foul there by Reeves on Leaburn. So let's see if Goodman and Clarke can make a difference up front for Wimbledon. They've taken off Ekoku and Leonhardsen. Bowyer swings the ball into the far post. Leaburn's getting up. Little ball for Newton. It might ball for Garland. But Kimble got it away, and now it's with Holdsworth. And Peter Garland gets a good tackle in, and now Bowyer has to get in. But Cunningham gets the ball away. Vinnie Jones shows nice control to get it back to the goalkeeper. But Charlton, just for a second there, were getting men forward in numbers. We haven't seen much from Charlton really as an attacking force this half. They had to do more defending. Stuart Balmer's been superb. He was the man that got the ball up to Leaburn just there. Leaburn holding off Reeves and finding Bowyer. Leaburn dumping the deck, the referee waves play on. It's with Gary Nelson now. Nelson swing the ball in towards Bowyer. Leaburn couldn't quite get up there. Reeves got it away, and Earle hooks it over his shoulder. Jamie Stewart's got to give chase, and Jamie Stewart just got a touch to it. It's with Clarke, and he leaves it once again, predictably enough, for Vinnie Jones. So another long throw for Wimbledon, and it is a huge throw from Jones, and Balmer again is the player that gets there first. Jones knocks it back in, and Robinson this time clears it with an almighty thump over the halfway line. And Kimble really has no option other than to play it back to Paul Heald. This is Newton. And now Newton giving chase and showing great pace there. Sean Newton and Reeves got across to make the challenge, but Newton made up a lot of ground there and very nearly got past Alan Reeves. Real pace there from the Charlton youngster. And here's Nelson now for Charlton, making space on this right-hand side. Oh, and it came off his own player, and poor Hill making a fine save there. And I think it deflected off Chris Perry, and Hill very nearly was conceding an own goal, but he flew across his goal there to make the save. Gary Nelson with the cross, and actually I think it was Alan Reeves that the ball deflected off, and it almost crept in at the near post. And Charlton coming very close there to making it 3-1. But as it stands, it'll be a corner, Charlton's 5th corner of the game. Again, it's John Robinson to take the corner. Charlton coming very close there to a 3rd goal. Robinson with the corner. And it was Jamie Stuart who got up. And that Robinson-Stuart combination produced a goal against Huddersfield. It was very nearly produced a goal there. It's an altogether accomplished performance thus by Charlton. 65 minutes played. The Addicts lead 2-1. And can Wimbledon find a way into the match? Mike Salmon with a great shout there. You could hear it from here. And it's with John Humphrey now. Leaburn showing an excellent first touch. This is Nelson. On his left foot, his favoured left foot. Humphrey. Garland. Strong change by Perry. Charlton retain possession. This is Newton. And Goodman gets it in front of Bowyer, and Jones sends it downfield towards Dean Holdsworth. Wimbledon counter-attacking now. There's plenty of men getting forward. Cunningham's getting forward. Goodman's getting forward. It's in towards Andy Clarke. Great tackle. Richard Rufus, great challenge. And Sean Newton forced to make a tackle. Gayle gets a foot on the ball, and Garland thumps it clear, and Leaburn giving chase. It's non-stop action here at Selhurst, and the linesman gives the throw to Wimbledon. Fine challenge there by Richard Rufus as Clarke was shaping to shoot. Rufus with the header. Bowyer puts it on. Garland gets it clear. This is Jones for Wimbledon. Humphrey gathers it easily. Flips it downfield towards John Robinson. And now Leaburn can give chase. Reeves under a little bit of pressure now. And he's going to force Reeves to concede a throw, is he? He is. Good stuff from Charlton. Good defending from Carl Leaburn. Defending in Wimbledon's last third of the field. Newton attempting to turn. In fact, it will come to Humphrey. And towards Nelson. Can Nelson turn? John Humphrey with the strike. A good block coming in from Kimble. Clarke surely handled there. It come off his forearm. But the referee eventually gives the free kick against Andy Clarke for the foul on Rufus. And Rufus is the chant from the Charlton fans, who are in good heart at this present time, and really with no surprise as their team leads 2-1. Now Bowyer dribbling round the referee as well as Vinnie Jones. Perry gets it away. Playing a furious ball back to Alan Kimble. Not long again, surprisingly. Oh, Bowyer was absolutely taken out in mid-air by Vinnie Jones, and that's the least the referee can do. In actual fact, I mean, in another game, Jones may have been lucky to stay on, but that was a hideous tackle. He actually took Bowyer out in mid-air. So he's the 4th player to go into referee Mike Reed's notebook. We're halfway through the second half now. Charlton still have that slender advantage. This is Clarke. Oh, and now Robbie Earle's in. Robbie Earle with the shots. And, well, I think it was a shot. It's gone out for a throw. I don't know if we can count that as an effort on goal, but Robbie Earle blazing wildly wide of the goal. And that's the chant from the Charlton fans you can hear in the background. You're worse than Crystal Palace. Believe me, that's not a compliment where Charlton are concerned. This is the second fine performance that Charlton have put in at Selhurst Park in a couple of weeks. Never usually a good ground for the Addicts, but tonight Charlton leading 2-1, and there's just over 20 minutes to go as Jones hurls this ball into the area. Robson with the header away. Vinnie Jones gets it again. Nice touch there. The ball comes in towards Cunningham. Leaburn concedes the corner. In fact, although Wimbledon and Charlton have met at Selhurst many times before, this is the first time in which Wimbledon have ever been the host. Whenever Charlton have played away at Wimbledon, it has been at Plough Lane in the past. This is the first meeting between the two clubs at Selhurst where Wimbledon have been the home side. A little bit of trivia there. Swung into the box. Oh, there's a chance! Oh, and Holdsworth! Holdsworth has levelled it up! And that was another scrappy goal for Charlton. And Wimbledon are back level at 2-2. Mike Salmon, I think, is claiming that he may have been impeded, but there was a flick on at the near post. I think it might have been Robbie Earle as the corner came in. And when the ball ran free, Dean Holdsworth was there to grab his second goal of the game. It's 2 apiece. And after all that good work, Charlton now find themselves back on level terms. And that's a real shame for Charlton. 70 minutes gone. It's Wimbledon 2, Charlton 2. And now Wimbledon suddenly have got a bit between their teeth. Here's Holdsworth again. And Humphrey stepping in. And Humphrey getting dispossessed. And now Charlton might have some defending to do. Here's Vinnie Jones. And that's a good ball out to Andy Clarke on this near side. Swung in by Kimble. Mike Salmon comes and catches, and that's a good catch under these circumstances. Charlton have got to keep it tight now for 5 minutes or so, because Wimbledon are suddenly buzzing. But here's Peter Garland. Can he get it onto his right foot again? Vinnie Jones got in there. And now Robbie Earle. And he clips it through John Robinson's legs before thumping it downfield towards John Goodman, number 14. Jones forward. Gayle, but Rufus hooks it clear. Now it's with Robbie Earle. Earle playing a 1-2 with Goodman. And Earle, he's away from Balmer, and the shot comes in, and it's a third for Wimbledon. And in the space of 90 seconds, Wimbledon have turned this tie around. Charlton were leading 2-1, and now they are a goal behind. Wimbledon are up. They are 3-2 ahead. It's Robbie Earle with the crucial goal. And that is an absolute disaster for Charlton. Robbie Earle bursting into the box. I thought Stuart Balmer had made a change, but the ball ran free, and Robbie Earle tucks it into the corner of the net beyond Mike Salmon. And from having been playing with real class and real style and being 2-1 in front, Charlton now find themselves needing to get back into the game. It's Wimbledon 3, Charlton 2, and to coin a phrase, this Coca-Cola Cup tie has got plenty of fizz. We've seen 5 goals already, and Charlton will feel they've been dealt a poor hand here, because they played so well up to this point, and they're a goal behind. And Wimbledon are flying now. And they've got another long throw on that far side, and Charlton have really got some defending to do now. Of course, this is only the first leg of this tie, but the Addicts will be anxious to make their second leg task a lot easier by keeping Wimbledon out. And the throw comes in. Oh, it's back off the post! Oh, it's out for a corner, and it could have come off Balmer. I think actually it was Robbie Earle who got the flick on, and now there's a bit of a row. Nicky Salmon is surrounded by Wimbledon players. I didn't see quite what happened there. Salmon is really annoyed about something. Holdsworth's in there, Earle is in there, Stuart, Balmer's in there, Leaburn pushing Holdsworth away. Marcus Gayle getting involved now with Carl Leaburn. And Mickey Salmon's being spoken to by the referee. I don't think he's got a card out. Mickey Salmon is not best pleased, and Carl Leaburn is getting quite upset. Marcus Gayle holding him off. And it's all blown up here at Selhurst Park. It's going to be a corner to Wimbledon, but Charlton were very nearly 4-2 down. A substitution then for Charlton. Kim Grant is the player coming on. I didn't see who went off. It could have been Gary Nelson. The corner comes in from Kimble. Leaburn with a header away. Garland with enough time to get the ball clear, and Kim Grant will get a first touch very early on. Grant taking on Cunningham, knocking the ball into the far post. Newton with a shot. Oh, fine volley, fine save. Sean Newton connected perfectly with that cross from Kim Grant, and Paul Hill produced an excellent save. And Newton really can strike the ball well. I mean, he scored on the volley against Huddersfield a couple of weeks ago at the Valley with his left foot, and that one was struck with his right, and it produced a corner which Humphrey takes. Leaburn getting up, and Balmer getting in there, and it might fall for Richard Rufus. Oh, just inches over, and Charlton have responded in the best possible fashion by getting right back at Wimbledon. Holdsworth and Rufus battling away there. This is Leaburn. And Leaburn was balked surely by Alan Reeves, and that would be a free kick to Charlton. Just 15 minutes to go here at Selhurst Park. Wimbledon 3, Charlton 2. But Charlton, perhaps a little bit fortunate not to be further behind after that header from Robbie Earle came back off the post. Although Mike Salmon certainly felt that he'd been impeded. Humphrey will take the free kick for Charlton. There's a lot of white shirts forward. One of them is Leaburn. Leaburn was held surely there. Jones getting in there. Now it'll fall for Leaburn possibly. There's a chance. There's Bowyer off the line, off the bar, and the linesman has flagged on this near side. It's gone in. It's gone in. The linesman on this near side flagged. The ball from Lee Bowyer hit the crossbar. It came down. It bounced over the line, and the linesman on this near side of the field was right up with play, and he signalled that Charlton are back on level terms, and Lee Bowyer scores again. It's his second of the game, and his fourth in the Coca-Cola Cup. His 7th goal this season. He's Charlton's leading goal scorer now by some distance, and he's brought it back to 3 apiece. Leaburn was in there battling, Newton was in there battling. I think Chris Perry just got a toe to the ball. It ran for Bowyer. His shot beat Hill. It came down off the crossbar. I'm not sure that Bowyer didn't think himself that it wasn't a goal, because he followed up very bravely to try and head the ball in, but the lines on this near side of the field was right up with play and immediately signalled that it was a goal. It's Wimbledon 3, Charlton Athletic 3. And Grant battling away now, and this game really is alive. And now Sean Newton taking on Kimble, trying to get round to the byline, but Kimble concedes the throw. 76 minutes gone, and it's 3 apiece. In actual fact, it was John Robson, the player that went off when Charlton made a substitution. Kim Grant had an early impact. In only about his 3rd touch since coming on. So with about 30 minutes to go, it is all tied up again at 3 apiece, and the Charlton fans again getting behind their team as they've done so all night. This is Newton now. Leaburn's got to turn and check with that one. Reeves is a defender. This is Nelson. Swung in again. And Newton getting in there. And it'll fall for Leaburn. Bowyer, deflection, it's there! Bowyer scores, it's a hat-trick! Lee Bowyer gives Charlton the lead. And just as Wimbledon scored 2 in 2 minutes, Charlton have done the same. And it's Lee Bowyer again. with the hat-trick. It certainly took a deflection off one of the Wimbledon defenders, but there's no doubt that it's Lee Bowyer's goal. And Charlton are back in front. It's 4-3. What a game. Paul Hill is beaten again. And this is an absolutely fabulous game for Charlton. Lee Bowyer has scored his third of the game, his first senior hat-trick, his 8th of the season. And I'm trying to rack my brains to think of the last time a Charlton player scored a hat-trick away from home, and nobody immediately springs to mind. But Lee Bowyer's done it here at Selhurst Park. Now, but Charlton's got some defending to do. And that will be a goal kick. Bowyer, the 18-year-old, the England Youth International, who scored a fabulous goal at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace a couple of weeks ago, has scored 3 here against Wimbledon. And this mightn't be a popular ground for the Charlton supporters, but I think Lee Bowyer likes it here. Cunningham now, what can Wimbledon do? Can Wimbledon respond? They've been in front twice in this match. They led 1-0, they led 2-1. Rather, they led 1-0, they led 3-2 in fact. They've been in front twice and they are still behind. This Charlton team really don't know when to give up. They've been behind a number of times this season. That, I think, will be a corner. No, it won't. The linesman says play on. This Charlton team have been behind a number of times. Behind against Oldham at the Valley on Saturday. Behind against Birmingham in the first home match of the season. Behind against Watford again at the Valley. But they don't give up, this Charlton side. And they came from behind against Birmingham and Watford to win. They came from behind against Oldham to get a draw when perhaps 3 points might have been a fair reward. And they've come from behind twice tonight to make the score 4-3. But they've got some defending to do with a throw-in on the far side from Jones. Salmon comes and claims. And that's really what Charlton need, is safe hands from Nick Salmon, who's done exceptionally well all night under quite an aerial bombardment, as the Charlton fans in this Arthur-Waite stand really reach full voice. They've seen their team come from behind to lead 4-3. And we've got just under 10 minutes left here at Selhurst Park in this first leg tie of the Coca-Cola Cup. Charlton have the throw. They look a little bit crestfallen on the Wimbledon bench, and that's no real surprise. Here's Kim Grant. Nelson has dropped deeper to play wide on the left. Perry gives Holdsworth and Clarke and Goodman something to chase. Stuart Balmer takes no chances. Again, Wimbledon have the throw. Again, it will be Vinnie Jones. Again, he waves his teammates forward. And once again, it'll be another huge throw into the box. And Balmer again gets there first. He's been outstanding for Charlton tonight, Stuart Balmer, and so too is Carl Leaburn as he holds off Reeves. He's given Reeves a real game. Reeves knows he's been in a battle tonight. This is John Humphrey. And this is Sean Newton. The cross comes in. And Leaburn's in there. And if anyone deserves a goal, it's Carl Leaburn. But I think a judge to have fouled Vinnie Jones. 8 minutes to go. Wimbledon 3. Charlton Athletic 4. And who would have predicted that at the start of play? Goodman finding Cunningham. Nelson's gone down, and Nelson looks hurt. The play's waved on. Rufus wins the header. Holdsworth trying to find space, possibly for a shot. Now Cunningham gets the ball in. The flick on from Earle, and Salmon hesitated. And it was Goodman with the header. I think Salmon was expecting the ball to be cleared. He certainly hesitated there, but made amends by crouching down to his left to make the save. Gary Nelson, in fact, is still in some trouble. This is Newton. And now it's with Kim Grant. Reeves is a defender once again. Grant taking him on. He's cutting inside Kim Grant. Grant with a shot, it's 5! He scored! Kim Grant's made it 5-3 to Charlton. What an absolutely fabulous score, and what a wonderful goal from Kim Grant. And he celebrates with the Charlton fans. And you might expect him to, because that was a great goal by Grant. He cut inside Reeves. He burst past the other defender. He shook off the challenge that came in, and he's made it 5. Charlton lead 5-3 with 6 minutes to go, and this is amazing. Charlton are making another substitution. Mark Robson has come on. Gary Nelson has gone off. He's unable to continue. But Charlton lead here 5 goals to 3. And when was the last time Wimbledon let in 5 goals, particularly at home? 84 minutes played. Wimbledon 3, Charlton Athletic 5. And we want 6 as the Charlton fans. And the way we're playing, the way Charlton are playing at the moment, who's to say what might happen? And this young Charlton side is absolutely buzzing now. Confidence surging through the team. Leaburn's holding off Reeves. And now Garland with a chance to hit the one with his left shot, with his left foot, and it's wide. And Carl Leaburn's been magnificent. And I wonder whether Alan Reeves has actually had a tougher opponent all season. He's played in every single one of Wimbledon's games so far, and opponents like Stan Collymore from Liverpool, and De Greiser with Sheffield Wednesday, and Diccio for QPR, and McGinley with Bolton, and I wonder whether he's had a tough opponent all season. Carl Leaburn. Carl Leaburn's been outstanding for Charlton this evening. He's battled for everything. He's been superb. He's held the ball up. He's been a fabulous target all night. And on this form, it's a struggle to work out which is the Ensley team and which is the Premier League team. But Charlton are doing the Ensley Insurance League proud this evening. This is a chance for Gayle. In towards the far post. Salmon with a punch. Earle dropped it a little. He's back. It was ball for Holdsworth. Surely off the line from John Humphrey. And a great save by Salmon. And the Wimbledon players can't believe it. Humphrey with a clearance off the line from Holdsworth. Then Cunningham with the drive. And Mickey Salmon had got back to make the save. We've got 4 minutes to go. It's another corner to Wimbledon. It's their 8th of the evening. And Leaburn again with a header away. Back in. And Leaburn again with a touch. Garland getting in there. But Cunningham going for the byline. Cunningham gets the ball in. Goodman's in there. Holdsworth's in there. Clarke! 5-4! Well, I can't believe it. I mean, how many more goals are there in this game? There we've got 3 minutes to go. And it's Andy Clarke pulling it back. And it's now 5-4. So Wimbledon have pulled the goal back. We've got 3 minutes to go, or just under 3 minutes to go now. Charlton will feel that they have deserved the victory, if indeed they can hang on to this 1-goal lead. We've seen 9 goals so far. What are the odds on a nice round 10? And if it happens, let's hope it's a 6 for Charlton. And almost there from Perry! It was almost an own goal, and Paul Heald on a couple of occasions this evening has been under more danger from his own players than from Charlton's. He made a fine save from Reeves, and a terrific, and nearly had to make a save there from Chris Perry. As Mark Robson, now the substitute, takes Charlton's 7th corner. Humphrey's gone to collect it short, but Robson will swing it in towards the far post. Headed away, and it will fall for Kenny Cunningham. Wimbledon with just over a minute now to try and get back into this game. They've got a throw in. I'd be mighty surprised if it's not Vinnie Jones to take it. And Mike Reed is dishing out a yellow card. And it looked like Stuart Balmer was the player being cautioned. Couldn't tell you why. But Vinnie Jones will take the throw. And it's going to fall free, and Robson just getting a foot to it. And if that goes out, there'll be a corner, I feel. And Newton just keeps it in. And the referee is giving a goal kick. The linesman is giving a goal kick. I thought that that was going to go out to the corner. But it is indeed a goal kick to Charlton, which will be quite welcome, I'm sure, by Mike Salmon, who will attempt to take up as long as he possibly can. Charlton fans are in good voice as Wimbledon search for that equaliser. But now it's with Garland for Charlton. Is there time for another goal? Garland, I thought, possibly looking for a drive there. But he'll come out instead to Mark Robson. Garland again. Robson for Charlton. Garland feeding the ball in. Perry will get there first. And a foul by Rufus on Andy Clarke as we move into stoppage time at the end of quite enthralling game in the Coca-Cola Cup. Wimbledon searching for that equaliser. Charlton anxious to take a lead of some sort back to the valley. Someone with a punch. Clarke with the shots. And it's wide and high and not very handsome from Andy Clarke. There can't be a great deal of time, but Mike Reed has got to add on 4 stoppages. As Leaburn finds Robson, and Leaburn goes again. Leaburn holding off Reeves, as he has done so all night. And Leaburn still battling away in there. And he wins, I think, a free kick. Reeves frustrated. But Carl Leaburn has really been outstanding for Charlton tonight. I mean, all the Charlton players have been outstanding. The 13 that have been on the field have been magnificent. Robson then with the free kick for Charlton. Leaburn up at the far post! And it wasn't far away from Carl Leaburn. We've played 90 seconds of time added on. Mike Reed looks at his watch, and there it is! Charlton Athletic can celebrate a famous victory here at Selhurst Park, a magnificent victory, a wonderful performance by Charlton this evening. Peter Garland was Charlton's first goal scorer, equalising Dean Holdsworth's 10th minute goal, and Bowyer gave Charlton the lead before half-time. But the Addicts had to come from behind again in a magnificent second half after Wimbledon had hit back with 2 goals. Holdsworth and Earle. It was Bowyer again on 76 and 78 minutes, completing his first ever hat-trick. Kim Grant then made it 5 with just a few minutes to go before Andy Clarke pulled a goal back for Wimbledon. It is going to set up a quite exciting second leg at the Valley in 2 weeks' time, but the final score here at Selhurst Park in the Coca-Cola Cup second round, first leg, it's a fantastic final score for Charlton fans. It's Wimbledon 4, Charlton Athletic 5.